and welcome to Nicko's Kitchen's What You Want. Today's recipe request comes in from the YouTube user Burrito Mama, and they have asked me to make chef's chocolate salty balls. Let's go.
He's got budget meals Monday, what you want Wednesday, fast food Friday, what else could he share? It's Nicko's Kitchen where satisfying meals are prepared.
So first of all, just into a saucepan over a low to medium heat, I've got some brandy here that I'm going to be adding in. To the brandy, I'm going to be adding in some butter and also some caster sugar or super fine sugar. Now we want to melt the butter down, dissolve the sugar in that brandy, and I want to bring it to the boil. In fact, it's nice and foamy now, so I'm going to turn it off completely, the heat off completely. And now I've got some chocolate chips here, just some milk chocolate chips, and I'm going to be adding them in to the mixture, and I want to melt them down. And because the mixture is hot enough, it's going to melt. You don't need to put it over the heat still. And guys, once you finish, don't forget, you have to lick that spoon. Damn! So guys, the chocolate will cool the mixture down somewhat. So now I'm going to be adding in our eggs to this, just straight in. And we're going to just get a whisk, mix that around, get it all combined. And that is exactly what we're after. So that's our chocolate mix done, our wet mix is done. So now we can move on to the dry. So for our dry mix, first of all, just into a bowl, I'm going to be adding in some plain flour. I'm also going to be adding in some baking soda. Next up, I've got some cinnamon. I'm going to be adding in as well. Now I'm going to be adding in some salt, but not too much salt. Now I'm going to be adding in some salt, but we're going to be adding some more later on. But just for now, just for this mixture, just a pinch of salt. Now just before I add in our wet mix, I almost forgot one thing, and that is some vanilla extract straight into our wet mix. So I'm just going to put some in, just a few drops. So you talk about your food porn, well, this is the holy grail, check this out. So we're going to give this a good mix around, get it all combined. Yummo, and that's what we're after. Beautiful, glossy, velvety batter, just like that, check it out. So now guys, what I've got is a baking tray, lined it with some baking paper or some parchment paper. And now I'm going to be adding in our mixture. Now you must be thinking, Nicko, aren't we going to shape these into balls? Well, yeah, we are, but we're going to cook it first. And I'll show you what we're going to do in just a little while. But for the meantime, we're going to pop this into the oven, preheated oven, of course, at 180 degrees C, and we're going to pop it in there for about 25 to 30 minutes. So I've just pulled out our chocolate mix from the oven, and as you can see here, it's still got a little bit of just a slightly soft center to it, and it's just cooked, just cooked. Now, while it's still warm, I'm just going to grab a fork, and we're going to start flaking up this mixture. So once we've made a complete mess of our mixture, what I've got here is some rock salt or sea salt, and I'm just going to sprinkle some of that straight in, just like that. And now we can start rolling these up. Just going to grab a chunk of mixture and just using your hands, just press it together, roll them up into balls, and just keep repeating that process. So this is what you're after. It's a great combination of sort of cake and gooiness. It's like having a mixed up lava cake with some salt in it. It smells fantastic. Now, I'm gonna leave them like they are, but you could roll them in milk chocolate, dark chocolate, white chocolate if you wanted to. All right, let's have a taste of our chocolate salty balls. I'm just gonna put them in my mouth and suck them. Oh, wow. That salt and that chocolate just goes so well. You know what? It's great texture-wise too, because you got a little bit of cake and a little bit of gooey. And like I said before, you could just put these or wrap them in coat them in some chocolate, some melted chocolate, white, dark milk chocolate. It's completely up to you. But in any case, do me a favor, make my balls, shove them in your mouth, because you're going to love them.